What up, everybody? It's me, Jay, aka iHeart, because I heart you. And today, even though I'm a little bit of a delayed, I'm going to go over my Spotify Wrap. Now, yesterday Spotify Wrap came out, but I was doing exams, so I had to do that. But I did get to see my Spotify Wrap, a glimpse of it at least, and I thought I would go over it. Now, a lot of people are upset and mad about their Spotify Wrap, say that it's not accurate. Mine, I think, is pretty accurate. Not gonna lie. I will say I feel like I had way more hours. I listen to music almost every day when I go to school and when I come home from school because I have to literally walk. I'm a college student, for those of you that didn't know, so I have to walk about 20 minutes to the city buses and 20 minutes back home every day. And so when I'm going home, I listen to music or I'm listening to podcasts, honorable mentions maybe, or Call Her Daddy with Alex Cooper, or Ninja's Cloud Podcast, AFK with Ninja. So yeah, I listened to the podcast or music, so I figured I would have a lot more hours. But I still had a lot of hours. I think it was, I can't remember the exact number, like 18,000. I think it was more minutes. I don't know the exact number, but yeah, it was a lot, and a lot of different genres. But the question is, what were my top artists and what were my top songs and whatnot? So my top song, according to Spotify, which I'm not gonna lie, was kind of surprised about, was "Without Me" by Eminem. Now that's a great song, of course, and a great artist as well. I just assumed, not gonna lie, that it was going to be "Cruel Summer" by Taylor Swift. I listened to that a lot, but according to Spotify, I listened to "Without Me" 46 times this year. And again, not bad of a song. Not disappointed. "Without Me" is a great Eminem song, and Eminem's a great artist in general. My second one, my second most popular song to listen to last year on Spotify was, well, this past year was "Popular" by Playboi Carti and The Weeknd. That emote came out on Fortnite. What can I say? I loved the emote. I looked up the song and I started listening to the song. It was a great song. I loved it. Some might say it was overplayed, but I loved it. So yeah, number three was "Tomorrow" too by Glorilla and Cardi B. I mean, it's just a vibe. What can I say? It's a vibe. I played it all the time. Makes sense to be in my top three, to be honest. Number four was "Stay" by Justin Bieber and Kid Laroi. That song may be a couple years old, but I still love it. You know what I mean? "Without Me" is also a few years old, but for me, I loved it. It was, in my opinion, one of the better songs in the past couple of years. It's just, again, a vibe, and um, loved it. Number five was "Hiss" by Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, it's Megan Thee Stallion. What can I say? Yeah, in my opinion, definitely one of her better songs recently. Um, and I mean, I know it was a controversial song, but like, come on, guys, it hit. So yeah, like I said, that was my top five songs. But my top five artists. Before I get to artists, I was apparently the top 0.05 listener of Eminem. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm a fan. What can I say? So my top artist, I'm gonna start from five and work my way to one. At five, we have MGK. Again, another controversial artist, I would say. I think he's kind of like Taylor Swift. What I mean by that, before y'all jump on it, is you either love him or you hate him. There is no in between. And for me, I love him. I love his music. I love his story, and I find it very relatable. I think, obviously, when you like artists, you like them because they're relatable to you in your life story and your situation. And so for me, he's very relatable. He puts out bangers every time. So yeah, for me, I did listen to a lot of him, but a lot of his music, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little on the, you know, sadder side, if you will. So that might not be a good thing that he's in my top five, but I don't think I had a pretty sad year. I just think his music is good no matter what mood you're in. But yeah, I did listen to a lot of his songs from Tickets to My Downfall, the album, which was a great album. So yeah. And then number 4 we have Eminem. Not gonna lie, thought it was gonna be higher on my list. Um, just simply because he, again, I'm a huge Fortnite player, and he did kind of two concerts if you think about it. He did his own concert, where he had his own skin, and then he was brought back again for recently the huge Juice World, remembering uh, concert, if you will. So he kind of got two concerts if you think about it, and I just thought I listened to him a lot more, especially because, again, I play Fortnite a lot, so a lot of the artists that I listen to or the songs I listen to are because, they got a new skin in Fortnite, and so now I'm trying to figure out who they are, and maybe I already know who they are, so I'm listening to their music more. But, yeah, Eminem was number 4. For number 3, I got NLE Choppa. Now, NLE Choppa this year, a lot of his fans have been divided. And what I mean by that is some of his fans think that his older music is better than his newer music. I'm a fan of him, and I think there are a few newer songs that I like by him, but I think the songs in question are the ones that are a lot more, um, sexual towards women, like, Slut Me Out. And personally, I don't like that song. I can't even lie. I think it's too much. But again, everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has a title to their own opinions, and I think he's a great artist regardless. But if I had to say, yeah, I do think that his older music is better than his newer music. I think the reason he's in my top 3 is because I listen to a lot of his older music, like Capo or Narrow Road, and just other songs like that that, again, really were a vibe, really hit, and in my opinion, are better than his music that he is currently putting out. Number 2, which surprised me because I'm not even gonna lie, Eminem and NBA YoungBoy should Eminem and NLE should definitely be before this, was NBA YoungBoy. Now, my brother, I call my brother, he's like my brother from another mother. He got me into NBA YoungBoy. I'm not gonna lie, 2, 3 years ago, I didn't know who the hell this dude was. I've heard his song, of course, make no sense, but I didn't know the artist. But my brother got me into him. I also feel like NBA YoungBoy's fans, again, you either love him or you hate him. There isn't in between. I feel like there's a lot of artists like that. But I love his music. What can I say? Of course, he has a lot of music. He's been putting out tons and tons of albums. I don't know how many albums he's put out in the past year, but it's a ridiculous amount. So yeah, he's got a lot of music, and there's got to be a song or two that you like from him, because it's, I mean, again, insane how much music he puts out. Um, but yeah, NBA YoungBoy was number 2, and he was number 1 last year, so I'm pretty consistent. And then Taylor Swift was my number 1. I gotta say, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Um, again, Taylor Swift is one of those artists where it's very controversial. You love her or you hate her. Um, so I'm not gonna speak too much about her because I know if I get any comments on this, it's gonna be a ton of Taylor Swift, da 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 da. And we don't have time for the hate on this channel. So I think what I'm gonna say is, for the Swifties out there, I can say I'm a certified Swiftie. I mean, apparently I was top 8% of fans that listen to her music, and I also got a clip from her. On your Spotify rap, you get clips from, like, the artists that you listen to the most. So I got some from Taylor, Glorilla, Kane Brown, Cardi B, 24kGoldn, Mega Trainer, and Alex Warren. So shout outs to all of them for making amazing music these past year and past years in general. And I'm pretty sure they're going to put out better music, if not just as good music, in the future. But yeah, that was my Spotify rap in a nutshell. And to kind of compare, I mean, all of these people were in my Spotify rap last year, for my top artists, except for Eminem. Last year, instead of Eminem, um, it was Cardi B. Yeah. So everybody else, Taylor Swift, Eminem, YoungBoy, NLE, and MGK were in my Spotify rap. So while I have listened to tons of more music and tons of new artists, my top 5 usually stays pretty consistent. So yeah, but without further ado, I mean, that's going to be it for my Spotify Wrapped 2024. And now we just start listening to new music and new artists. And hopefully next year, I can still say I'm a certified Swiftie, but also potentially see new artists in my top five. Recently, I started listening to Gracie Abrams, who again I think is an honorable mention of this year in general, and Chappell Roan. But I guess that also just proves that I'm gay, because those are artists that only the gays really listen to. Also, Renee Rapp, I feel like, is an honorable mention. There's so many artists that are probably honorable mentions this year, and it, different genres too. My top genres were pop, hip hop, and I can't remember the third one, but yeah, I listen to a ton of pop. I'm more of a pop head than a rapper head. I just feel like, in my opinion, overall, rap was definitely better, you know, even 2010 than it is now. I just think in general it was better. Of course, there's still some artists and some songs that are really good right now, but in general, rap, in my opinion, was better, and even some pop was better. 2010's pop, I mean, it hit, okay? But like I said, without further ado, that's going to be it for today's video. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. With that, I heart out.